Hey guys, today I'm going to be testing this JEGS Fuel Fragrance stuff. I've actually got 2 bottles of the grape flavor I'm going to be testing. Today I'm not only going to be testing the product, but also how it reacts in a variety of different vehicles with different emission systems. I'll be checking it on this Pontiac Trans Am, which has no emission system. Then I'll check this Silverado, which has a partial emission systems with high flow cal converters. And then I'll actually check it on this Mazda 3, which has a full emission system on it. And I'm going to keep the same ratio on all of them and see how does it smell, how powerful is it, and also I'll get a second opinion on it. I'll actually have my wife smell it, see if she can even tell or whether it's, you know, gonna work or anything. Now, I already know someone's gonna say that using this product in a non-race application vehicle is gonna be really dumb, and it is not recommended. However, though, I actually bought this just as an experiment to test in the vehicles. I, in a previous video, tested the Fruit Loops on this vehicle, and I actually thought it worked really well. But the reviews I read on the product, some people deemed that it was awful and didn't work. And like one person said that they wanted to put cinnamon in their vehicle because they wanted to smell like Christmas tree or you know, some fancy coffee drink or whatever for the holidays, and they were very upset that it didn't work. So I'm actually going to be testing is how well it works in different vehicles. Since I got a lot of results out of it and several people got next to nothing out of it, I'd like to see if it's maybe the setup they have in the vehicle, the kind of vehicle, how strong the emission system is, has an influence on this. So I'll actually be testing it in these just as a fun experiment to see, does the product vary depending on what kind of vehicle you run it in. Don't breathe like that. I mean, since you did, can you smell it? Oh, yeah, I couldn't smell it either. No. And I drove the mess out of it too, for quite a while.
I'm a certified woman, and this does not have a smell. Definitely smell it more than the Mazda, but it's more of like a sweet smell than a grape.
So it's not, I mean, you can't even tell what flavor it is, just sweet.
Yeah.
Again, you even gotta huff it.
I don't know, I'm trying to
just
see.
by walking by it, see if you can smell it. Like if you have to get up to it.
I can smell it more than that, but it's still not much of a smell.
Yeah, because if you have to stick your nose up to it, then, well, which also is not advised, but, you know. Okay, yeah. So just standing by it, you can kind of smell it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of say the same thing. When I initially left the gas station, I sort of smelled it, but even now after driving it a little bit, I mean, kinda. It's kind of like, you know, the Mazda, you know, it's like even I know it's there and I can't tell it. So if you didn't know, you definitely wouldn't know. This, we know it's there. even then, it's okay. Now that I'm downwind, I can sort of kind of smell it. But
Yeah.
even then, it's kind of. I mean, it's there. Just okay. And this has the high flow cats, so it's partial emission system. Okay, interesting.
I can already smell it. Sorry,
I'm with you. I didn't go very long. What's it smell like?
I can already smell it.
Personally, I don't think it's. Maybe it's because it's very windy, but I don't think it's as strong as the Fruit Loops.
I can smell it.
Oh. Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, now standing here, holy crap, that's strong. Okay, so yeah, I was about to say it's not as strong as the last one we did, Fruit Loops. But
It's not, but it's still pretty strong.
yeah, I may have to drive it some more, and also it's very windy today. Oh man, yeah, that smells like great gasoline.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you have it. This video is kind of more to explain and show why the product may work better on certain vehicles and work not so great on some vehicles and then not work at all on some other vehicles. It's kind of hard, at least for you to tell through this video, because well, of course you can't smell it. You kind of just have to go off of our description and reactions. But this vehicle has no cal converters, it runs rich, and therefore it works really well. This vehicle has high flow cal converters, which kind of filter out some of the stinky smells, so it sort of worked. And then this last vehicle, of course, has a full emission system and filters out all the stinky smells, so if you were to put anything in it to alter the smell, it wouldn't be able to be noticed, which is probably why it doesn't work on some vehicles. But basically, if you try to put a fuel fragrance in your fuel tank, I guess make sure it doesn't have cal converters before you even try. So until then, y'all have a good day.